Hi, viewers. Thank you very much for tuning in again. Today, with Real Life Talk, we're going to talk about self-caring. I've got a beautiful lady with me I've known for nearly 10 years. And this lady knows me so well, and she's been advising me, for some time now. And sometimes you listen to advice, but you don't really do much with it until it actually hits you. So I just thought, you know what? And she said she wants to now, she think how I've managed to now be in a bracket of taking care of myself more. She's really inspired by how I've managed to do that with all my busy time, my busy schedules. She was one of those people who used to tell me, you will burn out, you will break, be careful. She's really she's one of the people that really look out for me. She will advise me, how I should spend time with my children. And I used to look at her thinking, you have no clue. It's only me. I have to do this. I have to do that. Viewers, there's time in life that these things has a cut-off time. And I'm so grateful that I've got this lady with me who was on my case, literally, to take care of myself. I don't know why, and I don't know what she saw, but I believe that when people love you, they tell you the truth. So she's one of the people who have been very sincere and very truthful to me of how I manage myself, obviously with all my busy schedules. So I've got Chris here with me, and I would love her to introduce herself to you.
Hi, and thank you for that lovely introduction. I'm only talking about what I see, and that is all we can do. And it was just the fact that Cynthia was running around and she was getting more and more businesses together, and she was having to split her time between herself, her children, her work. And we used to joke and say, you really do need a clone of yourself to get these things done. But I could see that this burnout was going to come, and she was not going to be productive. And that is why I was just constantly moan and moan and moan. You need to get help. You need to do this. You need to do that. Because if she went down, there was no one going to help her in this ship. The whole ship was going to go. So she needed to look after herself. And this is why we're going to do this today. And hopefully try and find some answers for people or suggestions of what people can do just to look after yourselves. And this not only applies for ladies, gentlemen, it applies to you as well. We all need to self-care. We're all into the well-being now and mindfulness, and we have to do this. Mental health it's always been on the agenda, but it's been on the agenda a lot more since COVID.
Wow. So viewers, as you can hear, we are ready to go straight into our topic for today, self-caring. Like Chris said, it's not just for ladies, because personally, I know men who are single as well, and I even just a couple of days ago, one of them walked into my salon and said, oh my God, I feel so ashamed of myself. I don't even have time to shave. And this is a man, so I know this goes for everybody. And if it is not for you, please pass it on, put your comments, and we will do our best to come back with the answers.
Okay, so really the first question is, there's a lot of single mums out there.
Right.
Like yourself, you are an owner of several businesses. Every time I see you, which is very frequently, I must admit, I'm always in the hairdressers. She's got a new business going. She's doing everything, and this is by herself, and has been doing this for years and years. Where do you find your time to self-care? What made you come to the conclusion? When were you hit with that arrow that said, Cynthia, you need to look after yourself? What was a pivotal point in your life that you suddenly thought, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore. I can't do this anymore?
Well, it was this year. This year, something really hit me, because I realized that there's no amount of time I sleep that I get the rest. My body doesn't get the rest anymore. I'll go to bed, I'll sleep my 8 hour, but still my body was not getting enough. And when I'm working during the day, I feel the sensational in my eyes really burns. And when I get home, I'm so knackered. In the morning, it feels like I've worked the whole night. So I realized that I'm literally lying there, but my mind was not sleeping. My mind wasn't sleeping. And then I decided to take myself to a body check. I did, what we call body MOT. I did full body check, and the scan came back to say that my mind does not sleep or rest. It's constantly working. So I realized that is why during the day, sometimes I'm feeling sleepy, though I've had 8 hours sleep or 7 hours sleep. I used to sleep between 4 to 6 hours. So when I realized that, with what a scan said, and then obviously I'm trying to sleep 6 hours and it's still not working, that's when I said, okay, that enough is enough. So I did another plan. I sat down and then I did like a rota for myself when I'm going to go for a massage, what time. I decided to take a day off regardless of what's, how busy I am. And then obviously the other thing I did was I was waking up. I set up a time to wake up early in the morning to spend time with myself, just have this meditation on your own. And doing that for like 3 months, I saw a massive change. When I wake up, I feel light. I'm more, my eyes sensational stopped. I didn't need to go to the GP or anything like that. So when I realized that my whole body was changing, when I eat, every little food I eat, I feel very full. But when I was so busy, I was just eating, and I never get full. So I realized that my body has had enough. And that is when I told myself I need to stop.
Okay. And I think a lot of people can agree with you because I mean, it's not very often that you'll get someone at home now. Like most of the partnerships that both work.
Yeah.
So you're both working full days, you've both got the children and whatever. And I have to say that in the main, it is the woman. And that's just the way it is. It's not been anything against the man, but it is generally the woman that has to deal. I remember doing the same when my children were young, but it was down to me, a lot of it, to do the children. I think we all do that. And then we run round and round and round, and like you, we were just talking, like you were only getting 1 day a week, which is a Sunday.
That's right.
By the time I finished my whole week, I worked out I'd only had half a day on Sunday to myself.
That's right. That's exactly what was happening to me.
6.5 days were doing housework, running around the children and whatever, and I just thought, no, I'm not doing this again. It's ridiculous. So that is when I, like you, took myself out of it and thought, you know what, children are older now, I can start to do things, all the things that I had put aside when I had the children, I'm now regaining that, and that is the way.
How old were they?
At that age, they were probably about in middle school, so they were about 11 onwards, 11, 13, 14 onwards, got two.
Right. I think based on, some of the things you've just said, just remind me what I was losing out. And I'm very grateful for Chris viewers, because I think sometimes in life, you need somebody who can watch out for you, because I was watching out for everybody. I used to feel guilty if I disappoint someone. But in the cost of slowing down and taking care of myself, it made me realize that I've missed out a lot, with my children. Because obviously one person, you have so many different businesses, you're trying to build up so much, you're trying to build an empire, so that at the back of my mind, so that we don't struggle financially, because of the background that I was coming from. I just didn't want to be in that category where you can't afford, you can't give your children this and stuff like that. But whilst I was doing that, I was missing out time with the children.
Yeah.
So when I slowed down this year, it actually allowed me to have a lot of time with the children. We make sure we go out. I told them to make a whole list of places that we've not been. Even just down to Buckingham Palace, we've never been. Myself and the kids, we never used to go anywhere, because where is the time really? But slowing down has really taught me a lot, and the more I'm taking care of myself, the more I can see better. And I'm having a very good relationship with my children, in terms of even just us sitting down, chatting. When I get home, we can play a little bit game. Just about 2 days ago, we're playing. There's this amazing game we normally play. And I thought, wow, so this is what I was actually missing, because I used to work, leave home maybe 7 o'clock in the morning, and then don't come back till 9. So where do you get the time? And it's only Sunday, you go to church, you come back from church, that's the time to cook. By the time you finish cooking, the whole time is gone. So viewers, I don't know, please put your comments, if you've been in the situation that I've been in, and how you managed to come out, or how you managed to see that you need to slow down. And if you have not slowed down yet, please take it from me. It feels really good. It feels like you are in a different world, but you are in the same world. If you feel so different within yourself, your spirit is happy, your body is happy with you, and you spend more time with your friends that have not catch up with for 5 years, 6 years, and amazingly, I go for afternoon teas, which has never happened. It would be like maybe a party and that's it. But this time around, I get opportunity to make an appointment with my friends. Oh, let's go for afternoon tea. And sometimes, believe you me, I would take 1 hour out of the day, and I would just go down the road with a friend on the afternoon tea, especially school holidays. Just go down the road, have a afternoon tea time, and it's so beautiful. I didn't realize how much I was actually missing out. So so
and this is really on the last subject with the children. The main thing is you forget how quickly they've grown up, because when I see your children, and I still see them as small, and when I saw them, I thought, oh my God, these are adults.
Absolutely.
You forget how quickly they grow.
They do.
And you miss out on that really special time.